Okay, I had another thought about leadership. So on the flip side of the coin, if you happen to be, following somebody that is a leader, and you have a really hard time connecting with this person because they seem, I don't know, like there's just this really hard shell, like you can't seem to break through. There's no intimacy between you and them. There's no intimacy of conversation, or you feel like even like you can't even know really who they are, or what they really think about, or there's just not that element of trust, let's say, that's in that relationship. I think the best way to break it down and make it plain is like this, because I was talking to somebody about this, and I thought it would help you. I know that there's been a lot of people who've brought people that they admire and they respect to a First Steps to Success. And when they have brought, which again is our 3-day training seminar, and when they've brought that person that they highly respect, or somebody that, is in a leadership role, it could be their boss, it could be a company owner, it could be your pastor, it could be your counselor, it could be somebody that has some, really big position, somewhere doing something. But I've seen it where they have brought this person that they care so much about, and that they wanted to see the impact that First Step Success would have on their life. And yet they watch that person very hard-heartedly go through the event, and that person come out and basically say, oh, it's pretty good. When the person who's graduated the First Steps knows that it's a little more than just pretty good. I mean, it's such a crazy, dynamic, powerful thing that happens there. And it's not because of who the speaker is, I guarantee you. It is because of everything that happens there. The people, the attendees, what happens with them, and how our graduates lead in the event is just, they're the most amazing people on earth. And just, it's not just the content, it's what the content has already done, what it's already done. I mean, First Steps is not on trial. And everybody needs a refreshing. Every leader needs to be refreshed. And if a leader is not submitting themselves to a place, or even a position, even a heart to be refreshed, we become dry. And same with someone who, is, let's say, not in a high leadership role, but someone that's, leading their family. That's a hugely high leadership role. If the father or the mother is not putting themselves in place to be refreshed, to be cleansed, to be washed over, to be reignited, to be built up, to be encouraged, we give out as parents. We give out every day of our lives. We are giving out to our children, whether the children are grown or not grown. We are constantly giving out. And so, and if we work and we're serving the public, or we're serving a boss, or we're serving customers or clients or whatever, we're giving out. And this way, it's so important to put ourselves in a place to receive, to be built back up, to be refreshed, to be encouraged, to be motivated. It's really important that we submit ourselves to that. And so if you're following somebody who has not done that for a really long time, you can tell they start to get hardened. And so what I want to tell you is that you have to guard your heart against any judgment that you would have against a leader that is not submitting themselves to being refreshed. And you can actually see the hardness of heart. You can see the dry place that they're in, and that there's just nothing fresh coming out of their mouths. There's nothing fresh coming from their souls. It's just old rerun caca that's coming out of their mouths. And so you want to not judge those people. You want to love, you want to pray, you want to honor, you want to respect. No matter what comes out of their mouth, you want to honor, you want to pray, you want to respect, okay? And that's something that I'm having to learn how to do myself. Trust me, when even myself, when I come against someone, but come in contact with someone who's like hard, they're hard-hearted, they're just singing an old song, their old resume or whatever, but there's nothing fresh, there's nothing alive, there's nothing authentic, there's nothing real coming out of their mouths. It's a challenge to not have your head want to bump them, do a big head bump with them, going, wake the heck up, man. This is, hello, we're in the 21st century, man. Like, hello, wake up, McFly. But that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to love, respect, honor, right where that person is. We've all been in a dry place before, so Don't be somebody that's like trying to shake somebody to have them wake up from their dry slumber. No, you want to love. Love covers a multitude of sins. And it is kindness that brings people to repentance. It's kindness, not conviction, not trying to prove somebody wrong, not trying to prove your point, not trying to shove something down someone's throat, hoping that they'll get refreshed. They can't get refreshed unless their heart is positioned in the right place to receive. And you can't force someone into that place. But you can love, and you can be kind, and you can be gentle, and your love and your kindness. Because trust me, if this person is hard-headed in your life, and they're hard-hearted, and they're dry, guess what? You are not the only person that wants to headbutt them. You are not the only person that wants to smack them silly. You are not it. There's probably a lot of other people around them too that feel the same exact way. And there's probably a lot of people around them that actually do headbutt them, at least with their mouth. So you show kindness, and you're going to win that person over with kindness, with gentleness, with goodness, and with love. That is what breaks down the walls of a hardened heart. Is love, gentleness, and kindness, compassion. Come on, don't forget, you once were there. I have been there. I don't want to go there again. Lord, I hope I'm not there now and I don't know it. I hope I'm not walking in that hardness of heart and I don't even realize that I am, because in the past I didn't know that I was, but I clearly was. What about you? All right, that's it, part 2. There's not a part 3. God bless you. Bye.